I'm a realist. I know you'd rather be shopping. So I'm going to make the single most important point I have to make right up front. And then if you need to fake a cell phone call to get out of here, you go right ahead. And I'm going to do that by asking you a question. How many people here have had a teacher change their lives? Look at all of those hands. How many people here have had an accountant change your life? There's always one. You gotta love a tax shelter. How about electrician? I used to be an electrician. How about doctor? How about teacher? One more time. How many people have had a teacher change? Look at all those hands. Okay, here's the point. The point is not to disparage whatsoever what other people do for a living. They do. I would like to think as an electrician I changed people's lives by wiring houses correctly. But the point is this. We as teachers are in the personal transformation business. That's really what we do. The knowledge, yeah, it's important. It helps people get jobs, but we are the people that usually, typically, at the end of our lives, we sit back and we say, who changed our life? And usually, quite often, it's a teacher. So as you're thinking about the teachers who changed your life, bring somebody into your mind for a moment. The first person for me is Miss Phelps. Miss Phelps looked exactly as her name sounds. She was my first and second grade teacher. We're talking the 50s. That was the era in which all first and second grade teachers looked perpetually 65. It could be 100 degrees out and she would still wear the same wool skirt halfway down her calves, gray hair, pencil, commercial grade starch in her white shirt so that when she hugged you it sounded like a glacier was calving. But she was a great teacher. I couldn't wait to get to school. I hopped out of bed and I couldn't wait to get to school. She was just one of those teachers with a twinkle in her eye, and I loved dinosaurs, and I had a hard time remembering their names, and she was the one who said, Jason, why don't you name them? So they became Stan, the Stegosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus Tom. Then there was, for me, John Hasselback, my 10th grade music teacher. God bless John Hasselback. I owe that man so much. He was teaching a course on music theory. You had to be able to read music to get in. I couldn't. I was in a rock and roll band, not because of my talent. Like all red-blooded young American men, I watched all those women faint for the Beatles, and I went, music, that's a good career choice. But I could hear music. I said, you know, I can't read music, but I listen to the radio and I pick up my guitar and I can sort of figure things out. And he said, well, I'm going to give you a hearing test. I said, tell me the relationship between this and this and this. And he did it and he let me in and I got the best mark in that class. God bless John Hasselback for opening that door for me. And that's what teachers do. They open doors. So here's that single most important point that I wanted to make. Come No Child Left Behind, come whatever it is that well-meaning bureaucrats with obviously too much time on their hands want to throw at us, the real yardstick at the end of your teaching career will be, was I as good as that teacher who changed my life? And if you can say yes to that or no, but I'm trying, then by God you've got it. And really everything else is very well-intentioned paperwork. So God bless those of you who are out there opening doors for your students. They will remember you for it. They will love you for it.